Well, that beautiful garden is going to be one of several that is going to be on the tour of the Travis County Master Gardeners Association coming up, and we're going to be talking about the rest of the gardens here in just a short while. I'm joined by Holly Plotner and Caroline Williams, both of them with the Travis County Master Gardeners program, both alums of that program, I will say, proud alums. First off, thanks for being on Central Texas Gardener.
Thank you. Pleasure.
This is an exciting tour. The theme is edible gardens, which we'll delve into in just a moment. But Caroline, let's start off by giving people just a hint about what the Travis County Master Gardeners are all about, and then we can dive into the specifics with the tour.
Okay. Well, we're the people that like to talk about plants, and so we like to talk to people about other plants, yes. We're a program of the Texas AgriLife Extension Service, and we provide non-biased, sound horticultural advice for the community. We're a nonprofit. Trained volunteers who give their time to the community to help others garden well in Central Texas.
All right, well, all very noble, and I know many people who've gone through the program and have really benefited from the rather rigorous program that it has become.
Yes.
And if people are looking to be experts in the gardening, this is probably the fastest route they can take. Holly, let's talk a little bit about the tour itself and the theme for this tour.
Well, our theme for the tour is edibles in the landscape.
Okay.
And we're stressing the importance of edibles, not just for wildlife, because we've been talking about that for a long time, that we want to provide food for the birds and the insects and all the little critters, but we're talking about edibles for humans as well. Especially with the recent downturn in the economy, victory gardens have sprung up all across the country, and people are realizing that they can do a lot in their own backyards. Capital Area Food Bank works with over 300 client agencies to distribute food just in Central Texas, and part of that is because Texas ranks pretty high in the nation among states that have the highest number of people that need food assistance. The Sustainable Food Center program works with adults and youths to teach them how to grow their own food, teaching about nutrition, about the plants around us. So we're another side of that, but on our tour we want to show you very visually how you can do this in your own garden.
Yeah, and the idea really here is to integrate the edibles right into the landscape, not to have, you know, segregation of functions.
You can have your little vegetable garden or your little herb garden, but you can also just make them as part of your overall landscape design. They don't need their special little bit.
Yeah, they don't need to be contained in a special area, right? Now, and I love the theme, keeping Austin edible, which is what the one of the sub themes, I guess, for the tour this year. One thing that, real briefly too, there's a great series of products or books and publications that the Master Gardeners have put out as well, and I'm sure that you'll be touting those. There'll be lots of talks during the course of the day, but real briefly mention those.
We've researched and published 2 books, The Garden Guide for Austin and Vicinity, which is in its 4th printing, we're very happy about, and Creating a Drought-Resistant Garden in Central Texas. But we've also created an online brochure, Broccoli to Butterflies, which is for teachers really to create the September through May school gardens. So for all the schools getting started, that's just a great resource.
All right. Well, let's move through the other gardens that are going to be part of the tour. We've just experienced in that beautiful video one of them. We're going to kind of march through these because I'm sure there's a lot to say, but there's one and nice different themes for each garden, and one is called Golf Course Home. Tell me about that one.
That is the home of Mary Castle. She is one of our master gardeners, and it's on the 17th fairway of a golf course. And so this is borrowed scenery. In other words, she didn't have to buy the entire golf course, just the one home site. She has rainwater harvesting. She has citrus. She has a lot of diverse plants for wildlife food. And one of the very interesting things in her garden is the Firewise concept. Mary has taken advanced training in Firewise gardening, which talks about how to plant and what to plant to keep fire away from your home, or in the event of fire to give your house a better chance. And of course, with our wildfires last year over Labor Day, that's a big hot topic.
Yeah.
So she'll also be talking about that, but you can see the concepts at work in her garden.
That's great. Now, the next one is Hill Country Rural Home. Who's got that one?
Right. I got that one.
Okay.
That's another one of our master gardeners, Jennifer Phillips. This is a green-built home. It's a very, very beautiful home. They have taken out all of their lawn. There is no lawn there, so there are just garden beds. She has edibles integrated into the landscape beds, and then she also has raised beds of herbs and some other garden edibles. She has owl boxes and bat boxes and rainwater harvesting. It's a very eclectic look, but it's also, you move through the space very beautifully around this really unique contemporary home in the middle of this rural landscape.
Sounds great. Sounds very appealing. Now, Eat My Sidewalk is the theme for the next one, which sounds like a dental work could be called for here, but
well, it's a little eclectic garden, but the gardener is a little eclectic also. That many of Austinites know Renee Studebaker, and this is her garden, and she's an accomplished garden writer, designer, blogger, photographer, and cook. And it's a graceful older home in an older area of Austin, but she has worked in so many quirky, unique ideas that a lot of people that have smaller lots, I think, will enjoy seeing her interpretation of how to do something a little bit different. And she also has native plants, herbs, vegetables. She eats almost daily from her garden, and she will be making a lot of appetizers and showing other people how to make appetizers and sample them.
Oh, that's great. That's one of the fun things about garden tours is meeting the gardeners.
Absolutely.
And I know that,
Exactly.
and I've already referenced the fact there are going to be multiple talks at each of the gardens all day long.
Yes.
So lots of learning opportunities here at the throughout the day.
And I
Yes.
just want to interject that that is one thing that really makes our tour unique, that this is a learning opportunity, and we're not trying, even though these are all very beautiful gardens, we're not showcasing the fact that these are big magazine spread kind of looks. These are things that you can do in your garden,
Right.
and we're going to help you do it.
Well, the next garden on the list is Hill Country Heritage Garden. And
Correct.
Caroline, I think you're going to be taking that one, right?
I think so. It belongs to me. So,
Okay.
my husband and I worked on this particular area for about 3 years, and we created, more so he, but the medicine wheel from the Native American culture, a hill country, Fredericksburg style cottage garden, and I've incorporated a lot of herbs and, again, tough Texas natives and vegetables and roses. I have about 20 antique roses, and they're just kind of all thrown in there together, and they reside very happily side by side.
It sounds great. It sounds like it should be beautiful. And I saw some images. It does look beautiful, so I think people will enjoy that space. The last one on the list is the Travis County Master Gardener's Demo Garden,
Exactly.
which is one that is not always open to the public.
This is the first time it's going to be on our tour, and they have gone in and done very much earth-kind landscaping projects just to show that the best organic and traditional gardening with landscaping principles combined create a really great earth-kind type atmosphere that the whole concept is to encourage water conservation, reduce your fertilizer and pesticide use, conserve your energy, and the reduction of waste in the landscape.
Okay. Well, all of this sounds great. Now, real briefly, again, this is happening on Saturday the 20th of October.
9 to 4.
Right, and people can buy tickets for the entire group?
Up until the 17th of October, you can go on our website and buy discounted for $15.
Okay.
Though after that time, it's $20 for all 7 gardens.
Okay.
Or you can buy at each individual garden for $5 each.
Okay, well, again, sounds like a great tour. Congratulations on putting it together. I
Thank
know
you.
that people will have a lot of fun visiting these gardens and getting tips from the gardeners and also participating in all the classes that are going to be going. It should be a great day.
Thank you.
Hope the
looking
weather holds
forward
up
to
for you.
Yes, it rains right up until then.
That'd be great. All right, well, thank you again so much. And coming up next, it's Daphne.